It's easy to see the lies others tell, very difficult to see our own. The ego seemed to evolve for this specific purpose. Dostoevsky astutely observed that a man who lies to himself and believes his own lies becomes unable to recognize truth, either in himself or in anyone else, and he ends up losing respect for himself and for others. When he has no respect for anyone, he can no longer love, and in order to divert himself, having no love in him, he yields to his impulses, indulges in the lowest forms of pleasure, and behaves in the end like an animal. And it all comes from lying to others and to yourself. Reflecting on our childhoods, we might recall stories that subtly illustrated the importance of honesty. Even the tale of Pinocchio, with its moral lesson, serves as a prime example. Pinocchio's lies and disobedience often resulted in negative consequences, such as becoming a donkey or a puppet. However, through these experiences, he learned the valuable lessons of truthfulness, hard work, and responsibility. Ultimately, his transformation into a real boy was a reward for his growth and character development. Like Pinocchio and the brothers Karamazov, we learn that deception is a formidable adversary. It's not just a falsehood told to others, but an insidious parasite that burrows deep into the psyche, corrupting its very core. When we lie to ourselves, we embark on a perilous journey into a distorted reality, a mirage that promises comfort, but ultimately leads to despair. Understanding why we might lie to ourselves can help us become more aware of our own biases and make healthier choices. The pressure we put on ourselves today is a significant issue. We're often pressured to achieve certain milestones, such as a successful career, a stable relationship, or a perfect body. This pressure from society can often lead us to lie to ourselves. Self-deception is a siren's call, alluring us with the promise of a life free from hardship. It whispers sweet nothings in our ears, assuring us of our perfection and infallibility. Yet, this illusion is a gilded cage, confining us to a world of our own creation. As we become entangled in our own lies, we disconnect from reality, growing increasingly isolated and alone. The repercussions of self-deception are profound. When we deceive ourselves, we also deceive others. Our distorted view of reality leads us to see the world through a lens of suspicion and distrust. We become convinced that others are plotting against us, that they cannot be trusted. This, in turn, leads to strained relationships and a sense of isolation. Why is it crucial to address this issue promptly? Constantly comparing ourselves to the carefully curated lives portrayed on social media can easily make us feel inadequate. This can lead us to deceive ourselves about our own value or capabilities. The desire for external validation can lead us to present a false facade to the world. We may deceive ourselves about our emotions or experiences to preserve a positive image. It is the ego, created by societal expectations, that leads us to make mistakes by dictating who we should be. However, life remains fundamentally the same regardless of the roles we play. Furthermore, self-deception erodes our self-respect. When we lie to ourselves, we essentially deny our own humanity. We are essentially saying that we are not worthy of the truth and that we are incapable of facing reality. This can lead to feelings of shame, guilt, and low self-esteem. The erosion of self-respect is a slippery slope that can lead to a downward spiral. When we no longer respect ourselves, it becomes increasingly difficult to respect others. We may become more prone to harmful behaviors, such as substance abuse, gambling, or violence. We may also be more susceptible to manipulation and exploitation. While we cannot entirely eradicate ego from our existence, striving for a life of neutrality can offer a measure of safety. This involves minimizing both positive and negative emotions, as these can lead to categorizations and subsequent karmic consequences. Children, before developing a defined character, embody pure existence, experiencing joy and sadness directly rather than through subjective categorizations. By recognizing this distinction, we can strive for the divine karmic balance that children inherently possess. Ultimately, Self-deception is a form of self-destruction. It leads to a loss of connection with oneself and the world, a sense of emptiness and despair. It is a poison that slowly erodes the soul, leaving behind a hollow shell. To break free from the chains of self-deception, we must be willing to confront the truth, no matter how painful it may be. This requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to acknowledge our own flaws and imperfections. It also necessitates a commitment to self-improvement and personal growth. By embracing the truth, we can begin to rebuild our sense of self and our connection with the world. We can learn to trust ourselves and others, and to live a more authentic and fulfilling life before it's too late. Let's flip the script and examine Dostoevsky's concept of self-deception from a different angle. What if lying, in certain situations, could be seen as a magical catalyst for spiritual growth? Could self-deception be a necessary hurdle on the path to human spiritual enlightenment? Did Dostoevsky overlook the possibility that to attain truth, we must traverse the realm of falsehoods? Consider the magician, perhaps Houdini, who elevated deception to its pinnacle. Can we truly label his magic tricks as lies that caused no harm? They deceived the public, yet in doing so, both the audience and the magician underwent spiritual growth. These beautiful illusions, if we may call them that, served as catalysts. The public became less gullible over time, while our magician honed his perseverance and determination through performances that often defied the audience's perception of what was possible. This serves as a reminder that many things we deem impossible are merely illusions born of our limited understanding. It's important to remember that manifesting dreams is not a magic formula. It requires patience, persistence, and a belief in yourself. Are we dealing with a dual situation where we can say that lying is both good and bad, depending on the perspective from which it is analyzed? Can we say that lying also represents the exploration of a certain potential? It's often more constructive and ethical to explore potential through honest communication and problem solving. However, lying can involve creative problem solving and imaginative thinking. In some cases, lying can even lead to self-discovery, as individuals may learn more about their own motivations, beliefs, and values. As Pinocchio's character evolved, so too did his understanding of the world around him. He realized that the universe is a vast ocean of interconnectedness, where every action ripples through the fabric of reality. He discovered the profound truth that honesty is not merely a moral imperative, but a catalyst for authentic relationships and personal growth. How could Pinocchio have discovered the truth if it had always been a part of him, without contrasting it with lies? The moral of the story is not merely a simplistic platitude about the rewards of honesty and hard work. It is a profound exploration of the human condition, a reminder that our choices shape our destiny, and that even in the darkest moments, there is always the possibility of redemption. Regarding lying, it has played a role in human evolution. By replacing the word lying with the word manifestation, our whole perspective suddenly changes, doesn't it? For example, when you choose which university you want to attend or which job you want to pursue, aren't you lying to yourself a bit by mentally placing yourself in that position? If you want to be a doctor, you gradually start to act as one until you achieve your goal. Isn't manifestation similar to lying to ourselves until we get what we desire? Fake it till you make it doesn't sound familiar to you? Life is a timeless reminder that the true measure of a person lies not in their achievements or possessions, but in their character and their ability to overcome adversity. It is a call to embrace the journey of self-discovery, to confront our flaws with courage, and to strive for authenticity in all that we do. To discover the truth of life, we may need to lie, like Houdini. Sometimes, only by temporarily deceiving ourselves can we overcome physical limitations and evolve. Let's not view lies as inherently bad. Instead, consider them as promises to grow. Only when lies hinder our evolution or negatively impact others can we truly call them toxic energies to be avoided. Both lying and telling the truth can seem like paths to success. However, What truly matters is being authentic to oneself. Only by embracing our true selves can we find happiness and fulfillment. Only by accepting that honesty and deception are tools that we can use to shape our reality, we will realize that the key lies not in choosing one path over the other, but in understanding the interplay between them. We must learn to balance honesty and deception. By embracing the duality of our nature, we can unlock the hidden potential within ourselves and embark on a journey of profound transformation.